What's up YouTube, it's Matthew here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you all how to run numbers using Propstream. So in specific, how to find ARV. I got a message from one of you all from my Instagram on just trying to understand this better specifically for Propstream and learning ARV and to get I guess a little bit more closer to an accurate number for ARV. So ARV is just basically after repair values, the market value for property all fixed up. And so we're going to explore that today and use Propstream to find this number. So if you all don't mind, just like this video and subscribe if you all are not subscribed. A lot of you all watch my videos but are not subscribed. Support your boy. And then if you're interested in using Propstream, link down below using my referral link. It just helps support this channel. You get 7 free days trial using my link. And I actually use this software in my business, so I only promote things that I actually use in my business. So if you're interested, link down below to take a look at that. So let's get right into Propstream. So right here, let's say you're talking with the seller and you have the address and all the information. You can just type in the address right here on the search bar. And then you can pull up the information from there. And then also with Propstream, we're going to, kind of explore how to find other numbers because you have the after repair value, which is important because that's kind of number you tell your cash buyers, hey, after repairs, you can sell this property for this much because I saw that this house sold here with this amount of square footage and different things like that. So it can be a really good marketing point when you're selling your deal. But let me just go to some of the properties I already have saved. Let me go to this high equity one. Let me see. 70%. Let me go to this one actually. All right, so we're here. This is just a list that I already pulled up before. And I'm just clicking one of the houses. So we have this house. It's a single family property. It doesn't say the amount of beds, but have 2 baths around 1,400 square feet. And so when you're looking for ARV, after repair value, you have to go to comparables and nearby listings. And in number one, you could kind of look at the estimated value of the property. Usually they're not as accurate, but that is something that you can have a basis for. Usually it's a little bit higher, I would say, the real market value. I mean, I already know this area, like this property would sell way more than 145. But yeah, it's just taking everything into consideration. Let's just go down to comparables and nearby listings. So right here, you already see the average sale price is 176. So that's already more than 30 grand more than what the estimated value is. So this would be closer to around your number. So remember, you all, go to your properties on Propstream and you click right here where it says comparables and nearby listings. And this is how you find a more accurate version of the market value after repair values. But let's dive even deeper to go way more specific and more accurate about this number 176. So right here, it has comparables from 1 year out. All right. And it has different sold properties right here that you all can take a look at. So for example, 218 right here, 117, they have 2020. Most of these houses sold in 2020. So fairly recent. And then they have the beds, the baths, and the square footage. And so to go even more specific, what I like to do is look at here. So this is the average price per square feet that were sold around this area. And it was $120.19. And you look at your square footage and it's 1465. So what you can do, you can just multiply this by that, and that gives you a more accurate version of the after repair value of this property. So what I would do, I would put 1465 multiplied by 120.19. 176 and $78.35. So as you all can see, it is close around this average sale price. It's a little bit lower because the The square footage is probably a little bit lower than the other houses that sold around the area, but that's a really good, accurate way to get ARV. Another accurate way, let's say you want to, you know, filter it down even more. What you can do is use this part over here. So what I would do, this part is already close to around, good comparables, like half a mile distance that you're looking for. But since this is 1465, and they use comparables from 1172 to 1758, what you can do, you can probably bring this up a little bit more. So instead of 1172, you could put like 1300 square feet, something like that. Um, and this already kind of dropped the uh, average price per square feet down. You remember it was 120, now it's 114. And you can bring this down to, like, let's say 1600. Let's see what comes up. Okay, 109. So now it's actually going lower. It's around 159. So I guess the other houses in this field were a little bit larger houses, but this is a really hot area. That's another thing when you're looking at market value. It's not only these numbers, it's also, okay, knowing your area. Is this a hot area? Is it blossoming? Is it growing? Maybe there's a reason why, you know, um, there's no properties right now um, that's been sold. Maybe people are trying to, build up their equity or different things like that, or they're just moving properties so quickly. And then another thing that you can do, you can shorten the sales date range even more so you can get a more accurate description or market value of these properties, because this is before the pandemic. So we can pick a date after the pandemic. Let's just say May 1st. All right. And so the numbers didn't change, but in a large area, that can be a huge difference, right? Because sell prices may have changed before COVID, during COVID, and around right now. So these are different ways that you can get a more accurate version of market value. So looking at the value, estimated value Propstream already has for you, looking at the comparables, the average sales price, multiplying the average price per square feet times the square footage. And that's one way to, I guess, find a more accurate version of after repair value. Another thing that I want to touch on is the, I guess, repair value. So repairs are difficult to find out. Even the best contractors and flippers, still don't get their numbers 100% accurate. They're always in a ballpark, and they usually spend more than what they expect. So don't beat yourself if you don't have an accurate number with these different comparables, because at the end of the day, it is about just talking to sellers, just seeing how much you can get a property for, and if it's lower than just a ballpark estimated value, you have something there. So let's say you're talking to this person and you don't even know about numbers, but you see this estimated value. If they throw out like 90,000, 100,000, it's a lead that you can start working with, all right? That you can just negotiate lower and lower without you knowing repairs or after repair value. But repairs, what you can do is you can look at sold properties. So and just look at the history. So for example, I can look at this property, let's say, right here. This property sold for 170. So what I can do, I'll just click details and it will pull up the information about this property. It's loading up, and it's the same exact information that you got from the last one. And what I like to do, I like to look at MLS details, see if this was a fixed or flipped. So it was active 8/11. So it seemed like this person probably owned this property for a long time. So this property does not seem like a fix and flip. Maybe it was. No, it wasn't. So they just probably sold their properties, just quickly flipped it and sold it. Let me see if I can find one that was recently renovated, because basically what you can do is just look at what the property sold for before they flipped it, and that can be a price that you can base your numbers off of. Let's look at some of these photos. So Looking at the photos, you can tell if they were recently renovated or not. This person's been living at their property, so it may not be accurate. So MLS details. Yeah. So essentially, one thing that you can do using Propstream is just look at a recently renovated property. It can be a property around the area. It doesn't have to be this close, but you would do that. You can use Zillow or Redfin for this, or Realtor.com, and you'll just look at what the property sold for before, and that can be your price that you offer your seller, because you know buyers bought it at this price and they sold it at this price. And so essentially that's one way to do it. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope you all really enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe, comment down below, and like this video. If you all have any questions, let me know down below, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.